Welcome back to Battlefield 4 at E3 2013. Alex Mendez here alongside my good friend, my partner in crime. You're going to see us all week long, Corey Dunn. How you feeling, buddy?
Doing good, man. That's a great chance to be able to check out that last interview there with Patrick Bach. I think that's, again, I mean, this stuff is great. I mean, these are people that we sit there and see at press conferences. We get the chance to kind of catch a glimpse of them.
Yeah.
And then now we get the chance to be able to talk with them, really dig down deep. And one of the great things is you even hear how passionate they are about their games, even at a high level that they're at.
Yeah, I mean, really.
And how informed. I'm sorry, I had to cut you off. They are so informed, too. That is another mind-blowing thing to me.
That was definitely something that I was for sure going to touch on, because I feel as if, you know, you can't have this kind of job. You cannot embrace this industry without this passion, without that love, and that is really what separates a lot of these developers. That's what separates the good developers from the mediocre ones. And DICE is certainly not one of those mediocre guys by any means.
They're upper echelon.
They care about the community. They care about the game that they're putting out there, without a doubt.
Yeah, so one of the things, of course, you may realize right now, we're just waiting for the stations to populate behind us, get all 64 players over here. Luckily, I just realized, too, so I posted a picture out there on Twitter, of course, hashtag BF4 with the commander stations and how sick they are, but also something to look out for. I mean, this is news to us right off the bat. I mean, we're going to have some really high tier people that are coming by. We're going to get some thoughts and perspectives from people that I didn't even expect. We're going to have Exhibit come by, and I'll let you take care of that one. You can have fun with that.
I was a huge fan of Pit My Ride, and if I get a chance to talk with Exhibit, I just say, listen, man, the fish tank, I just got to know about it. You know, things like that.
I get you, man. I hear you.
Yeah, so we're going to have Exhibit in a little bit. So actually, no.
All
so,
right. So I spoke a little too soon.
Okay.
We got a little excited. But the fact is, really, we're going to be able to show off something with Exhibit. There's going to be an interview that's been already pre-produced that we can sit there and take a look at and get his insight of really what's out there. I mean, again, we're out here in L.A. We're going to have the chance to be able to talk to some great celebrities, and might as well take advantage of it and get their perspective of what's out here. So, I mean, there's a lot of great things out here. Of course, I mean, yeah, if we had the chance, man, we would have dug down deep
into the mind of Exhibit. That would have been awesome.
That would have been
but I believe Lisa out there, she's the one that will be doing a bunch of the interviews on the floor, getting the reactions from the fans and the people.
That's great.
And that is really what it's all about here at E3. The people that come here, that love games, that have a passion, a true desire for it. And, you know, this is probably one of the only stations, if not the only station, in the entire conference that has something of this scale. 64 players, 32 on 32, ridiculousness.
In one game.
In one game. It's
in one server.
And then you can't forget about the commanders.
Not like a bunch of stations that are all just kind of playing amongst themselves.
Yeah.
In one server.
In one server. So, and that really is the separating factor of, you know, just Battlefield in general, that thing that only you can find in Battlefield. That's why I'm a big fan of this game. My first experience, and I know a lot of people are going to go, no way. So my first experience with Battlefield was actually Battlefield Modern Combat on the Xbox.
No way.
No way, yeah. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't have a powerful PC as a kid, so I played console all the time, and then Battlefield Modern Combat came out. I was like, what is this? What is this game? And I had the chance to play it, and I loved it. I fell in love with it the second I touched it.
Welcome to the community. I mean, so whenever I got the chance to be able to get into the Battlefield community, that was it. With Battlefield 1942, I played the Desert Combat mod. I mean, take a look at some of the old highlight videos. Again, even then, it was only in Battlefield. I mean, that's a campaign that's been going on for Battlefield 3, but really it is only in Battlefield can you sit there and have 9 members across a plane flying around and then parachuting off out there in the distance. There's some great matches that I used to watch for Desert Combat, that mod. I mean, again, Battlefield giving the opportunity to create such a great game left that into what Desert Combat turned into be, and then when we saw what happened with Battlefield 2 and through its growing stages, and then Battlefield 3, I mean, we saw some really great new elements throughout the whole history. I mean, we've seen, the cool thing is that the Battlefield community continues to retain some of their continues to retain their community, and they move forward to the next version of the game. But then at the same time, while capturing a whole new audience, and that's what we'll see Probably going to capture a lot of different new audience here at this event as well, getting their first chance to get hands-on and playing in a 32 versus 32 man server.
Yeah, you can see a dapper individual there with a nice little blazer, getting ready to play some Battlefield on the red side, getting players lined up on the blue. I think that the fact that the line has pretty much just been gone, like it is so you can't even see where the line ends. That is just a testament to how excited people are for this one. So, and we are going to be jumping to the game right now. And back to this BattleCam. I freaking love this, man. As an esports commentator, it is one of my favorite things to be able to just commentate with an awesome spectating tool, and it definitely seems like DICE is in the right direction with this one.
Yeah, I think one of the good things, too, I mean, we talk about the fact that there's 4 different type of camera angles that you can take, or 4 different types of perspectives, whether that's the overview, first person, third person, or free cam. But at the same token, you can also hot switch to different camera angles, so you can get different perspectives. I mean, we had the chance in the last game to be able to see that skyscraper fall from that free cam look, and it was such a beautiful angle. Good job to the camera guy back in the production side.
Yeah, that was actually a really, really cool perspective. So basically what we're seeing right now is the U.S. squad going to be pushing up here right in the middle. Now, this is the part that I'm really interested in. Are the commanders dictating where they want their players to go, right? Because the commander, you don't have to listen to the commander, but it certainly does help. As we see right now, Alpha 16 is going to be in this Viper up top on the C territory, the C flag. And a little crash down here, but they're going to get out and probably go for the cap on C. So that's going to be really effective. But then you have to wonder, how long is C going to stay up for before any of these players decide to put some rockets to it?
Bravo 32, he sit there and thought that he had a little bit of a trouble driving that vehicle and ended up just crashing in. He said, well, probably better off walking. And then, of course, you had another one that said, I'm better off proning.
Yeah, right. You can see the tank over there. And just another thing to point out as well, you got to thank, the sponsors as well. We have some Razer equipment that is being used out here. AMD, I mean, they're just all over the place when it comes to this generation.
Yep.
They're in every single console. They're in all the
That's
best
insane.
PCs. And, of course, one of my favorite groups, Astro, with their headsets. Gotta love it.
For those of you that are wondering, you see the different camera angles of watching these players play the game. They're wearing those Astro A40s. It's been great to, I get this chance to be able to see them at some of these major events that are out there. See a lot of the professional players, those who are getting paid to play video games. The Battlefield,
look at this one.
We're seeing some really good stuff. But as we top on right now, you see Bravo 32. He tried to be able to pick up the kill. I think one of the other players was able to pick up that one.
Yeah, it was still a good rush, though. A good flank, finds one right in front of him, and he is able to connect with that one. I believe he takes him out on that play. So now he's going to go for this long-range action here, fighting for the C territory, obviously the middle area, a very highly contested spot. Of course, this is the building that can collapse down and change the complete dynamic of the map. But look at this guy, Bravo 32, man. Accuracy for days. This guy's he's a boss. Finding 2 guys in front of him, he's going to go for the shot. He ends up getting taken out. Man, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Good little run that he was going on there, trying to make an attempt. As right now, you see we're on board here with Bravo 31. Spots a tank. Having a little trouble with that.
Yeah, can't quite get the rocket to hit the tank. It's all right though. But in looking now, you can see the Bravo squad is going to be inside, letting the Alpha guys kind of just push around here and make them think, yeah, they're going to be safe. Yeah, definitely. We are going to get this D territory is what they're saying, the D flag. And they're trying to hold this down. You can see the bridge now on the other side.
There's some really key components to think about, too. I mean, whenever you're trying to take over these points, I mean, you've got B, who has the tomahawk to help out for the commander, giving that offensive abilities to the commander. I mean,
That's right.
C gives you the gunship that you can look out for as well. But right now you can see right there, you can see that tank is struggling to be able to get by. Why is that? What is he having trouble with on that bridge?
Yeah, can't really get an angle on it, but you could see, though, that this skyscraper is
it's going down
in a bad spot here. It could end up getting taken down. That would make C drop all the way down to the ground floor and minimize visibility. And also, you had mentioned before about that bridge, the bollards. Those are basically things that allow the other team to stop anyone from making their way, advancing their way across the bridge. Love that aspect of it. You know,
so
just some great balance.
Check out this one of the new amphibious vehicles where you see. I mean, look how the casing there. I mean, it's a lot more effective now. I believe you can see the jet ski on the back. So whenever you exit out of this vehicle, you actually exit out utilizing the jet ski, so you're not just a sitting duck. So that's a huge advantage.
And who doesn't like riding on a jet ski?
Oh, man, I had a field day. I tried to tell you earlier that I was riding a motorcycle because how far inland I got with that jet ski.
Man. So let's see here. Skyscraper now is going to be the flag that we're looking at, the C flag. And it seems like Alpha Squad is going to have some control
That's a gutsy
inside.
move there.
It is. But he is going to have positioning inside, finding a couple of players. It's going to be one up top, too. Finding one in front. He's able to take out Bravo 07, so that's going to be a stop for them, as it seems like they're going to be turning this flag in the favor of the U.S. squad.
There's a great fight right now going on.
Yeah, without a doubt here. And so long as they can maintain this position, they're going to be able to win it. Only going to be one player advancing his way up here. Actually, another one on the roof as well, Corey. So you're actually seeing that the Bravo guys not letting back. They are going to be continuing to push forward. I just don't know if it's smart for them to push over one by one. They should definitely rally together.
Yeah, he finally was taken out there. Now again, we're over here on the seeing what happens on this Bravo side for the Bravo team.
Yeah, and 01 is actually going to dip around the side here. We can see the overhead view as the C is being contested. A lot of Chinese soldiers are going to be blue soldiers.
So insane.
It really is cool. So this is the tabletop view that you're looking at here, and as you can see, that blue is going to be taking over this territory on C. So they're going to win this one eventually, but it is still going to be a very close matchup between these two teams.
All right, so you can see right now they're trying to battle over here in the arcade area. Right now you've got Alpha 08 who spotted one. Ooh. And that was an aggressive approach, but I guess he's thinking, hey, I'm an assault medic, a combat medic. I might as well just go and hop on down. Of course, he's got full packs there to be able to heal himself, picking up some points there as well. Again, they're working those ticks. Chinese right now struggling, 598. U.S. side, 732. Right now the U.S. are looks like they're trying to pick up D right now.
Yeah, you can see a lot of pressure here coming from the bridge. Alpha 07 on your screen here, finding one guy in front of him, a 7 counterpart, as he is going to be able to close this one out. No, he gets picked off. So that is quite surprising as we jump on board with Alpha 20, who's going to be riding in this truck at this point in time. He's going to be advancing his way over to D, trying to get this control. But I don't know what the benefit is of him driving this one in. Probably should keep his vehicle a little farther back and go support the efforts on the ground there.
He's just rocking by. Of course, he's just trying to get through here. Trying to figure out how all-terrain this vehicle really is.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's all-terrain through this type of landscape.
90-degree angles are not its friend.
Yeah, so again, here's another type of perspective. You get that third-person view. Again, one of the things that I love is all the other types of information that we're getting from it so far. You can see that he's got 2 kills so far. He's died twice in this game. I've been playing pretty well. He's got picks up a lot of points there. Finally, of course, he realizes that he has to utilize the road to get around.
Yeah, the road, a revolutionary concept.
It's mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing, yeah. But, yeah, so look at this here. 20 is actually going to have some support inside, and they are going to have that gunner on there. So this is certainly going to be looking pretty good for them as they make their way into D, and they might be able to get this control here. So I'm liking this from the Alpha team.
Nope, back on the tree.
There we go. No. Yeah, sometimes you just got to watch out for nature. Nature is not your friend when it comes to vehicles. But, all right, so looking here at Bravo side, jumping over to the Bravo team as they maintain their control of the east side now.
All right, so right now you can see that they're actually finally working together. You've got 4 members who are going to start heading over here. He spots one long range. Oh, he's going to get taken down as well. We'll kind of cycle around and find some players that are in the action. As right now we're back over here with Bravo 2. Bravo 2 holding back. He's kind of out of the picture, but his squad is spawning right behind him as well, taking complete advantage. One of the things, though, I know is a question out there. One of the things that for Battlefield 3, you only had 4 members in your squad, and of course you had that fifth wheel, if you have, was kind of hanging out. Oh no!
I saw that one happening. I was like, why would you go in the street, bro? Stay alive. Please believe in yourself. He gets picked off, though. That's going to be another player. And look at this here. Bravo.
Hey, don't do
squad.
it. Don't fall off the edge so I can get my points, bro.
Yeah, right.
Don't commit suicide. I got you.
Well, I like this here. So they are going to be controlling the.
Is that sports on TV?
I think so.
I think man, so. What do we got on TV right now?
But you want to know what, though? It is the skyscraper is coming down 100% here. You can actually see, though, that there was a little bit of an altercation up top, but it is definitely going to be raining death and destruction. And look at this, Alpha 05, 10 kills, 2 deaths. I like that a lot. You know, of course, in the armor, in the tank, good positioning, and here comes the skyscraper.
And so for those of you that are questioning, I don't know, I think we mentioned it a couple times so far, but if you're just now tuning in, the one way that you take out this skyscraper here on Siege of Shanghai, there are 4 pillars that are well defined on the fact that they're unstable, and you can see that 2 highly explosive rockets, you can have some artillery, maybe even some tanks that are shooting at those pillars. Usually takes 2 shots per pillar to be able to take down that skyscraper. We see how the levolution has altered the gameplay going into this later part of this map.
Yeah, and again, you know, to bring up the dust that is brought up because the building coming down here, you know, that is the thing that you have to keep in mind, how it just dramatically affects gameplay. Air units are not as effective because of the fact that this dust is surrounding here. And look at this, this lone guy.
Well, that's a smart move, because right now, unless they don't have the flag, right now, this is where the new point exists.
Whoa.
It looks like he's been spotted. He's trying to be able to stay alive. Maybe that might have been his teammates shooting at him. But you got that attack helicopter right there. It's going to nice little air battle that's happening so far. Again, right over where that the rubble is for the skyscraper.
Yeah, and you know, and that is the cool part too, just to see all these moving parts in action. As you can see, the helicopter is trying to get into some craziness there, but I hear that it is not done. And there, oh, wait a minute though.
Uh-oh, look out! He's going to have some flanking. There's going to be a 3v1 right here up on top of that C flag.
And as we see, you know, the thing that I really did like about that push there was they came from the sea, right? It was not an airdrop or anything like that. It wasn't anything that would kind of mess them up. They maintained their position, came through the sea. No one expected them.
Great teamwork.
And now they have sea. Look at that, the sea to get sea.
They had 3 members that worked together. I mean, you had 2th by sea, 1th by land.
Oh my God!
And was able to take out the 1 member.
2th by sea. Oh man! And another cool thing, you saw that one player actually dive into the water there. We had spoke about it before. There's no like official term for it, but you can swim faster, or as I.
No, it's a sprint swim.
Sprint swim.
It's official.
And leaderboard there.
Look at that! How different perspective. The ways that you can switch between players.
Yeah.
Can we take another look here? I know that we're kind of watching some of the in-game stuff, but the spectator mode stuff is great. And having the ability to just hot switch. I mean, we saw the tabletop view.
Yeah, actually,
and how you can sit there and select players that are inside the action. Be able to pick a player there. Also, you can look at a player that's doing incredibly well, picking up numerous kills, and watching from their position by going through, holding down the tab, showing the scores, and selecting which player that you want to see at that point. That's just those are great ideas already being put into play in this pre-alpha version of Battlefield 4.
Yeah, we just saw Alpha 4, Michael Phelps his way across the water.
That's pretty quick.
In a very, very quick manner. But yeah, and you could see here, and actually if you see overhead, you just saw it in the bottom left of your screen there, there's a UAV that's actually circling around. That is done by the commander.
Right, and also the squad unit has actually made, the commander's also made a designated point of where he needs to attack. So again, the commander showing different efforts to help out his squads to make a move. Again, one of the cool things from the commander's perspective, you actually can select each squad that you would like. So if you want your alpha squad to attack the B flag, you select on the alpha squad, and from there, you select exactly where you want to go, and you can order them to attack.
Yeah, and the other thing is that this all can be done from a tablet as well. So that's another really cool element there. So as we go ahead and we're switching to different perspectives now, you see Alpha 20 though, he is going to be inside of this, inside of the MRAP. and just actually giving his teammates some much-needed cover with his vehicle here, trying to actually take out some players, but Alpha 20 struggling just a little bit.
Trying to get that gunner and the driver to work in unison as we're just kind of flipping back around, but a lot of actions that's happening over there towards the east side. Now, this is what we were talking about whenever the skyscraper comes into play. But right now you can see that you've got the gunship from here from afar. The AC-130 gunship. Again, that was because the fact that they picked up that C flag point.
Yeah, and the other thing too to point out was the vision was very, very blurry because of the fact that the dust was kicked up from the building falling down. So that really does change things quite a lot. And you know, while the AC-130 more than you know, it definitely is.
Oh, look out! Counterattack! Oh, I don't think that worked on him.
Yeah,
but again, it's just another great perspective. I mean, I had the chance to be able to sit there and talk with Carl Magnus, and he brought up the fact that there's also counterattack. So whenever they're coming back around, you need to look out for yourself. If you're quick enough, if you're hot on the trigger, you can kind of counterattack and hopefully stay alive.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. I actually had no idea that that was in there. So that's pretty awesome. Way to go, Corey.
I got you, brother.
Yeah, you know, that's why we're the dynamic duo.
Yeah, we give a different perspective on both sides. You know, with your console background, really having an understanding of PlayStation 4 and where it's going, and Xbox One and where it's going, and some of the cool things that's going to happen here for Battlefield 4, watching the 64-man servers.
That's right.
You know, it's another great thing. I mean, but a huge shout out real quick to some of the sponsors, some of those that are making things possible. Shout out to Twitch for making things happen here, giving us the ability to stream out there as well. And also, one of the great things too is the fact that you know, Amazon is going to be helping out as well. For those of you that want to pre-order Battlefield 4 now, head on over, make sure you click the tab button, create a new tab, continue to watch the stream, and pre-order Battlefield 4 right now on Amazon.
Yeah, that's right. It's really cool stuff. You know, we're being featured on there. And we also do have some awesome interviews as well all day long. I believe Daniel Petros is coming up next, if I overheard correctly.
Yeah, he's one of the people to talk to there about the spectator mode. We can kind of dive down deep into all the different elements that kind of come into play there.
Yeah, and like I said before when we hopped into this game, I'm so happy for spectator mode. I'm so happy that this is here because it really does, you know, it shows that there's an even broader vision for Battlefield. It's just allowing people to do this from the comfort of their home. It's just so swell, and I'm a big fan. So, yeah, so we actually see here that Alpha 13 rocking that RPG now, and they're going to be pushing B quite aggressive in the Metro now. But it seems like that is the
end of the game. We were running down on our tickets.
They couldn't get to B
there for Conquest. But again, it's been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, a huge shout out to our camera guy. They're in game, kind of giving us different perspectives. I mean, we had the chance to be able to talk about it. We'll, of course, be able to dive down even deeper, talking about the spectator mode.
That's
I'll start asking the questions about how you switch whenever you're showing the scoreboard. Then also from the tabletop view, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty whenever it comes down to talking about the spectator side. And we'll do that coming up after the break. And we'll bring in a whole new set of exhibition players to be able to check things out. I mean, again, talking about the spectator mode, Daniel Petros coming up next right here from the Battlefield live stream. We'll be right back.